Alright, so I've got all of my layers put together. They're already cut to the size that I need them to be. The link to the blog post with the instructions and cutting, it will be in the description. So we've got our backing piece, we've got our lining piece. They are layered right sides together, and then we have our cotton batting, and you want to use cotton so you don't catch fires in your microwave. And so you're going to just pin all the layers together, and then you're going to sew all the way around it, but you need to leave like a 3-inch space for turning it later. So we'll go ahead and sew it. Okay, so now we're going to sew all the way around. When you get to the corners, leave your needle in a down position, and then lift up your presser foot, and then pivot and start again. Okay, I've left my space so I can turn the bag. So now what we're going to do is snip the corners. So you want to snip the corner, reduces bulk and stuff. So snip the corners and then turn it right sides out. Alright, we're going to find our hole that we've left open, and then what we're going to do is just turn this right sides out. Just push everything through that hole. Then what you do is you go ahead and use like a thick, like a chopstick or a turning thing, and I've got this big plastic one. So you're going to put it in the turning hole, and then you're going to push out those corners. That's why you trimmed them, so there isn't a whole lot of bulk, and they come out easily. Do that with all 4 corners. Okay, after you press everything out, you're going to want to iron it. Now, when you iron it, you want to fold under those edges like a good 1/4 inch or to match your seam allowance that you have, and then give it a good press so it keeps those flat and straight. Okay, now what you're wanting to do is sew around all the way to secure the hole closed and to stabilize the edges. Okay, so now all the edges are sewn. You can use a 1/4 inch stitch or up to half, but just make sure that it catches the edge of your opening. Then what we are going to do is overlap. So I want my lining on the inside, outside. So the lining's going to be on the inside. You're going to overlap these. So maybe I'll use a ruler here. So we're going to pull up the end, and we're going to overlap it with the other end 2 inches, and then we're going to pin it in place. So I've kind of got it set up right. Let me pin this, pin the other side. I'll show you really quick. So they overlap 2 inches, and then I've pinned this top. Then what we're going to do is flatten the bag. And then line up these sides. Okay, so this is going to hold our flap, and then we can pin it along this edge. Just like this. Keep them the same, and then repeat it for the other side. All right, so here's our bag, and now that we have our pins in place, we've got our flap folded over, and then we've got the sides pinned in place. We're going to stitch down this side, and then we're going to stitch down this side, and then our bag will be finished. There's going to be a lot of bulk, so if you do a little bit of a larger stitch and then kind of go slowly, it works best. Take your pins out before you run them over, make sure everything's lined up, and then just really stitch right directly on top of the stitch that you already have there from sewing the sides previously. You can hear it, there's a lot of fabric there. You got double layers of batting. Make sure you back stitch at the end and the beginning, and then turn it over and start again. Alright, so here is our potato bag, and it's all finished, and you can see there's a little pocket at the top area. Well, it's the flap opening, so you would put your potatoes inside here, and then the bag would protect it while it's in the microwave and cook it properly. So the flap is always closed, keeps things simple and nice. It is washable, so once you start getting a lot of potato mess inside, or they sweat and stuff, and it gets a little bit dirty, you can just turn it inside out and then give it a good wash. But the sides are all sewn, and it'll stay together for a long time, and I love my potato cooker. So hope you find this useful, and we will see you next time.